Hello, welcome, or welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz. I will be guiding you on this journey today. I haven't even actually chosen a deck. I just, the energy was available for me to make this little intro. I'm like, am I going to be an intro girly? Yeah, for the time being. At least for this series of readings, there is going to be an intro. I want to set intentions at the beginning, or at least share with you my intention that I always have for every single reading that I do, whether it's on YouTube or one-on-one personal readings. I am not psychic. I am not claiming to be. I do know these cards. And my intention is for the message to come through me, not from me. For your highest good, for my highest good. We're just two friends reading tarot together. So anyway, I do also try to share the meaning of each card because you have your own intuition, and obviously you're the person that's involved in your own life, right? So I share the meaning of each card so that you can discern, you can listen to your own guidance around each card for sorry, I closed my eyes and all of a sudden I got lost. I am naturally a blonde. I immediately heard blonde moment. Anyway, I closed my eyes and I got lost. Bro. Anyway, okay. So yeah, you have your own intuition. You're the one, right, that's involved in your own life. I want you to know the meanings of each card so that you can also receive your own message, right? Listen to yourself. The whole reason I even give tarot readings is for you to return to yourself, for you to listen to yourself, which is why I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know already, right? I'm more than likely confirming or affirming things for you. No doubt your intuition is see, told you. But also, I do think that is important. I think that's an important part because once you know for sure, right? Once you have that confirmation, it's that you can free up the energy for what's next. You have confirmation. Now what? Right? Now what? So I haven't even really chosen a deck yet. Did I say that? This is a deck that I was thinking of in my mind's eye. Let's see if it even wants to do the reading or not. Do you want to do the tarot readings? Yeah, okay. That was the Ace of Cups. I do that for every reading too. Consent over here. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would absolutely love it if you did, because honestly, community is becoming a big thing for me in what's next for me. So let's get on to the reading. Great. So this is a reading for Scorpio, wherever Scorpio shows up for you. How are you doing? How are you? I wasn't even sure if I was going to do any readings today. Part of me, we have the Page of Wands. I meant to actually look at the astrology for the day because I just feel depleted. I feel there is no energy entering my body. So, of course, I'm going to blame the planets, or that is way too many cards. Whatever is happening out in the sky. We have the Six of Wands, maybe one more. The Nine of Wands. How interesting. Look at all these wands. You guys have the energy that I do not right now. Oh, shoot. Maybe holding it pretty close. Temperance, the Devil. Five of Wands. Interesting. Let me move these down. There's such a glare, like from the light. I'll move them up whenever we're done talking about them. Yellow and blue is really sticking out to me. Solar plexus, throat, which is pretty fitting. It's almost, like manifesting creativity or creation, speaking your truth about something. Wands have to do with the actions that we take, the motivation behind the actions that we take, creativity, passion. Stand by. It's very important. Oh. There's a trash truck outside, so I heard a bunch of banging. Had to come investigate. So, creativity, passion, even, like bursts of energy like that was. I think that's kind of interesting, which is absolutely why I'm going to leave it in there. I usually try to edit out my dog going nuts, but anyway, I'm going to leave it in there because I do think that it's fitting. We were talking about creativity and passion, and then all of a sudden there's this burst from my perfect little angel of a dog. So how are you communicating those things like that, right? Oh. I also see wands as being information by way of experience. So that's what we get by trying things, right? Like we figure out what works, what doesn't work, what do we like, what don't we like, what stays, what goes, right? And none of that would have been figured out, discovered, important at all if you hadn't tried a thing. I always give like the example of hobbies because I'm like, do you know how many hobbies I have picked up, bought all the shit for, and thought I was going to love it, thought it was going to be my new personality, I was going to spend every waking minute doing it, only to find out that I hated it. There's been plenty of times that I have tried things that I didn't think that I was going to like and absolutely loved it. There was times, anywhere in between, but none of that would have been figured out if I hadn't tried it. Right? So like taking actions towards things, literally pouring energy into a thing. Fire is definitely important right now, which I feel like is pretty, let me see, actually, because Mars is in Leo right now. Aries has Neptune, Mercury, like my laptop's not turning on. Hello. Okay. My laptop is also like, I don't have the energy. Like some of the lights are on, the screen is not. Hello. But anyway, Aries has Neptune. There we go. Here we go. Let me see if I typed that. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Stick with me. So Aries has Neptune, Mercury, Chiron. Saturn is going to be moving into Aries, I think in May. The North Node just left Aries. Is there anything in Sagittarius right now? I don't think so. So, wherever Aries is for you, wherever Leo is for you, like you might just kind of notice the areas of your life pertaining to what house those placements are in. Even if you don't have anything there, like you'll still feel it in some capacity. It just won't be affecting any planets, any natal planets that you have there. So, okay, I haven't even started talking about these cards yet. I mean, whatever, we were talking about wands, but and too, like when I think about fire, I think about like oomph, right? Like really fire heavy people go after it, right? Like confidence also. Okay, now, like, is my laptop gonna, like, blow up? Can you hear that? Okay, I feel like it's, like, calming down. This has been a wild ride so far. Can we please talk about the Page of Wands? um, like, what is so funny? Looking at these cards, which I haven't even done a ton of yet, both of these cards are looking at the Six of Wands. The Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands are both looking at the Six of Wands, which is interesting. Like the Six of Wands is about victory, recognition, success. It's literal, like victory after battle or victory through battle, like the Five of Wands, which we have back here. A little ways, it's 4 cards back. But the Five of Wands is the conditioning, it's the training, it's the, putting in the hard work. It's the competition aspect of it. I always kind of think of the Five of Wands as being like that part of Mulan where they go to warrior training and everybody's like arrogant and in their ego and, like I'm the best at everything, whatever, right? Like nobody's really working together. Nobody's really communicating. But just by being in proximity and starting to learn or train in fighting, then, like at some point they all end up coming together. And that whole process is what sets them up for this success here. It's so interesting. Okay, so on one side of the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands is taking the Ace of Wands. That's what they're holding here. And they're starting to play around with it, right? Like the page isn't going to commit to anything. They truly are literally playing around. Like, what can I do with this wand? It is even the process of practicing, of putting yourself out there. It could even be rejection therapy, right? Like just not even having a concern, a attachment to the outcome. Because it's like, that's not what's important right now. Like what's important is just putting your energy into the thing that excites you, allowing something to be playful and fun, seeking out the adventure of it, right? Even like I was talking about with hobbies, right? Like in the beginning, when you're learning, you're building that muscle memory, right? Like it's not so much a concern of like how it necessarily looks. Like what the focus is on is how do I even fucking do this? Right? Like how do I thread a needle? How do I start a stitch? How do I, whatever? How do I, use a power tool? I'm literally just kind of going down the list of things that I've like tried. What do tarot cards mean? Literally, I'm just like literally looking around like this room right now. Right? So it's like, it literally is just figuring out all those things, not making it very serious, not beating yourself up when your first project, like doesn't look as great. Just being excited that you actually finished it, right? Like, and you build on that, right? So anyway, so it's interesting. On this one side here, we have this more kind of playful, energy, like allowing yourself to be new, right? Kind of following the things that excite you. Even just playing around with your creativity even just feeling that the energy of like the passion around a thing. And then on the other side of the Six of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior is usually how the Nine of Wands is depicted. It's like, first of all, nines are individual completion. By individual, that just means that it's affecting you more so than it's affecting other people around you, which is usually where the tens come into play. The Nine of Wands is also like, it's feeling a little beat up. It's also like the message behind the Nine of Wands is like allowing yourself to rest, but also recognizing, I mean, truly, you're like right there. You're right at the completion, like truly one more step, right? Because the 10 would actually be the completion of it. Also, anyway, just, picking up lessons, like, I mean, even learning something new still can feel like exhausting at times, right? Like just kind of continuing to like put your energy into the thing, continuing to build on it, continuing to, something happens and you're like, fuck, what was even that? Right? Like, how do I fix this? It's like, it's a lot of ramping up is like how that kind of is coming through my mind. But also it is that you have picked up, you have developed these skills, you have all of this information here. I mean, this warrior on this card doesn't look, I mean, usually they look pretty beat up. This guy looks ready to go still. Even just the difference between the Page of Wands that has one wand at their disposal, and over here, the Nine of Wands obviously has 9, with the Six of Wands in the middle. Let me sit with this for a second. It feels like the focus is on success here, of course, because why wouldn't it be? But I just halfway wonder too if it's just like something isn't clicking, right? It's like trying these things, these new things, right? I mean, like following your creativity, and maybe, like you do figure it out or you get to a place where you feel good about it, but maybe it's just not hitting the spot. Let's see what other information we can get. We have the Four of Pentacles, Temperance, the Devil with the Nine of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Cups. I feel like there's some hesitation with the Page of Wands, like not going or committing fully to something or not investing in a thing completely, because the Four of Pentacles is about like holding on too tight. There's a discipline aspect with it, tangible. Pentacles have to do with our money, how we get it, how we save it, how we spend it. It's our time and our energy. Where are we investing our time and energy, right? Like, where are we physically showing up in our lives? Also, too, our physical body and our health. This person, it almost kind of looks like a king to me, but just because of the crown. But they're hiding behind this wall here. And all they're showing is this one pentacle, right? But underneath here, there's 3 more pentacles. So it has this feeling of not fully committing to whatever this Page of Wands is, not even allowing yourself to invest in it fully, whether that is investing your time in it to a point where you would gain a benefit from it, right? Like if you're just kind of half-assing it, then yeah. I mean, maybe it is like investing your actual money into a thing. I'm not a financial advisor, so of course, like I'm not telling you to just blow your money, but like if you're kind of trying to go about things in a way that it's like you get what you paid for type of thing. It also This card is the beginning of the lack mindset that manifests in the Five of Pentacles. So it's kind of, it's a slippery slope. Like if you have saved money and you had the intention of saving that money for a specific purpose, but then once you reach that goal and you started kind of getting like, I don't know if I, I don't know if I want to spend it, because now it's kind of become a bit of a nest egg. It's become a bit of my like security. True, like how I feel about that. And honest, I mean, I have to work on this myself. I have to like remind myself of this a lot. If I had the intention of saving money for a specific purpose, then the energy of that money is to be spent on that thing, right? Like there's nothing preventing me from, sticking an additional $20 or whatever in my savings. Like if I have a concern over having a nest egg, okay, then do that also. But the money that I saved for a specific course, a specific project, a specific, interest, hobby, whatever, creative, something, then spend that money on that thing. And if it develops a concern over having that nest egg, having a little bit of a savings or paying off a card, whatever it is, right? I'm just giving an example. Then set an intention for that too. Throw 5, 10, 20, whatever, listen, just the way that things are going right now, whatever you can. Okay. It's interesting because then with the Six of Wands, we have the Temperance card. And it's like the success is being kind of off-put or delayed. Temperance talks about patience. It talks about delayed gratification. They're mixing energies here. It's alchemy. It is the blending together of energies. It's, just the right mix of things coming together, which I think is happening. But it's like, aligning your mindset with your intuition, right? It's like aligning your mind and your body together. It's also going through the steps. I always think of tempering chocolate because, right, like there are specific steps that you have to do in order to temper chocolate correctly. And if you try to rush through those steps, if you skip any steps, you could ruin the chocolate and you would literally have to just start all over again. So, like by cutting corners, by, like not investing in yourself, but still like expecting the result as if you did type of thing. I kind of love how this actually is playing out here. Because it's like this success is kind of in limbo. It's like teeter-tottering, right? I mean, it's still there. It's just figuring out the right like formulation type of thing. It is also very dependent on you and how you are putting these things together. I love that the Devil card is on top of the Nine of Wands. Temperance is Sagittarius, which is, again, fire. The Devil is Capricorn. So we have fire and earth out here. Groundedness, practicality of earth, which can, if you allow it, coming from an earth-heavy person, it can, like, prevent you from, like, moving forward. It can, ground you to the point of being immobile. Instead of being grounded in the sense of certain, the Devil is not a bad thing. But it is the things that we are chained to. It's like super ego. It can talk about addictions, obsessions. It's like, it's literally the stuff that takes us out of alignment. And of course, addiction can be anything from, obviously a substance to numbing to, distraction Even self-sabotage can be an addiction. Obsessing over details that are not pertinent, but it prevents you from moving forward, right? Like it prevents you from taking steps, from investing in yourself, from literally leveling up. And it is exhausting. It does, like, it makes you feel like you have to work harder. Speaking of working harder, with the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I honestly, like, as I'm looking at this card, they're not even like fighting each other. This almost feels like, I don't know what it's called. Like, I can't bring the phrase or whatever to my brain, but like when before a game, or before you go into battle, and people all like put their hands in, and you like, it's like camaraderie, right? It's like a team effort. It's I don't know what that's called. Like, I cannot, it's just like, I can just, as I'm staring at this card, it's like everybody is ready to go, right? Like, just kind of like being pumped up. And this is a time for you to put energy into what it is that you do want. Maybe there is, conversations that need to be had with other people. Maybe it's also to just not being concerned at all about what other people are going to say about it, if they're on board with it or not. It really doesn't matter. We think that it does. We do allow that to affect what we do and what we don't do, but really it doesn't matter. The Six of Cups being behind it, something from the past is holding you back. This could be a conflict that you had in the past. With the Queen of Cups being behind that, there's an energy of healing it. The Three of Cups, support from others. But it's like allowing yourself to go past your own glass ceiling. And truly, like, you only have to do that once or twice before, like, it stops feeling so uncomfortable, until, of course, you get to the next glass ceiling, because there's, obviously, like, more than one. But there's also that book called the Big Leap, I think. It has a picture of a fish jumping into or out of a fish tank, or maybe they're jumping between fish tanks, fish bowls, whatever they're called. But that talks a lot about breaking your own glass ceiling. And it definitely feels like you're at a point that, like, you want to do that. And it might just take a little bit more oomph from you, a little bit more fire. And the energy is available, like I said, right? I mean, Mars is in Leo right now. Aries is about to get loaded up with a bunch of stuff too. So it's kind of like, drawing on that energy to help allow it to, like, propel you forward. Because, success is there. You want it. It's possible. You just have to put a little bit more energy into it and let go a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Thanks for sticking with me. And I will talk to you later. Bye.